Hey there, how you doing? My name is Marquet, or as my channel suggests, Local Marquet. And today we're going to be breaking down a video I shot a while back with an artist named JabbaGotDaJuice for a music video titled Blue Check. So I had a pretty nice crew on this one. I was working with my Gaffer and Key Jeremiah Grimes, and we had Colorbox and K.H.E.F on the cam, and our producer Wax. So it was a really dope video. I'm going to basically break down what we did for the lighting and the cinematography of the video, and then some of the thoughts and motifs behind why it is how it is. So let's get right into the video. So as you see here in the first few shots of the video, there is an opening, a massive 3D effect opening, and all that is accredited to Digitalolu, a great 3D and VFX artist. He really came through with all the liquid effects in the 3D in this video, so please check him out. He's really dope. So breaking into a little bit more of the video, we have our key lighting. So for this video, I decided for the treatment that I wanted to go with like a super villain-esque motif. And in that, I wanted to do a lot of darker, more contrasty, grunge, punk style lighting because it fits the persona of the song. You know, it's very rap but punk, and it feels very grungy. So for our key light here, we have an overhead light that's some Kino flow tubes shooting down so it casts some shadows into his face, as you see right here, and her eyelids, it kind of drops down and gives those raccoon eyes and gives it a more menacing look. But it's also flood enough that it's kind of doing a little bit of beauty lighting to her face. I didn't want to do too much shadowy lighting because, you know, I'm still shooting a lady, so you gotta make sure that it comes out pretty smooth so that she looks good but also gives that super villain vibe. Alright, right here in this scene you see a lot more of the green, and the green that you're getting in this shot is coming from these two light panels I have blasting the plastic wall or the visqueen to kind of give it that shine through since it is translucent, and to allow it to shine the green light through the back, giving it like a soft backlight separating her from anything in the background and her in the foreground. So the liquid wave in the background here is also following the light sweep of a spotlight that we had to go through the set just to give it a little bit more high energy for the song, and again to reinforce like I'm a super villain, maybe the cops are looking out for me and I have a helicopter sweeping past and stuff like that. And the liquid effect here really sells it and makes it even more realistic for the video. A couple of ideas I had together for shooting it initially with like some visual effects, and one of them, and the main one that I want to do here, was to put the camera on a rotating platform. That way that when I set the camera down, it kind of rotates the camera over and over again, and we play the song from a specific point, just so that we can get this full section where she's basically going through and rapping to herself and like duplicates. There were some of these shots that I wanted to get in there with this rotating platform that I set my camera on, and we shoot the video a couple of times just so we can get the takes right, match them together, and make it so that she was rapping along with clones, and we have a nice little interesting liquid effect to go in there. So yeah, just a little cool cinematography trick and whatnot. The accent came out of nowhere. It's cool though, you know, it's fine. The light in this background right here from the green panel lights just splashes through, and not only separates her from the background but gives her this nice rim light that's green that I thought was dope. Green is her main color, that's her theme, so to add to the motif you want to add like that stylistic lighting. For this video I got a macro lens specifically to do very close-up shots for more 90s feel. I thought in the 90s they shot these really nice shots where they would get really close up on the artist's lips as they rap it, and I think it just emphasizes the words because she's talking her stuff, but the way she enunciates some of her words in the video I thought would be nice to highlight by actually bringing in a close-up of her mouth and kind of like really punching in like I'm saying this, like you gotta hear what I'm saying. Mwah, chef's kiss, you feel me? So back here, and I believe it's like these clips right here, as you go through, the light is like still flickering the light is flickering while she's in there, and that's really dope because Jeremiah, our key grip on this, was back behind the scenes on the side actually flicking on and off the Kino flow tubes one on one, like just to give that effect of like, oh, this is flickering light, and to add a little bit of spookiness to the shot. So stuff like that is things you want to be thinking about when you start shooting your videos and lighting and making more dynamic things. Music videos are very big on effects, but you don't have to do all your effects in editing. You can do some of them in real time in the actual video. As you can see, there's some water on the ground in this scene here, and not just for the fact that her name is JabbaGotDaJuice, but you know the juice box at the beginning of the video spills out this juice. We're in this warehouse, and I've named the environment the juice box. Actually, I thought it would be really dope to put some water on the floor to give some reflections, to not only add to the more grunge and dark feel, but to also give the environment some texture. It makes the light bounce a little differently, bounce back up, and creates these really interesting shadows that you're not going to get from looking directly at the subject, and it allows you to play around with the aperture and give the environment a different perspective while you're shooting it. You have to think of creative ways to flip your environment if you're only using the one set. In between our other shots, we did a lot of hazing of the set just to give it a more atmospheric feel, and I believe we used that for a lot of the sweeping shots with the light. It just gives the space a little bit more of a cool and atmospheric feel when you add this haze in here. It gives it a lot more depth. The biggest contrast we had in the video between the handheld shots and the gimbal shots, and even a few tripod shots here and there with some Dutch angles to give the vibe a little bit more of an interesting feel. Overall, the idea behind this video was to meet the motif that was set of being very supervillain like, very grunge, very punk, and then emphasizing a lot of the stuff she says. It makes it a lot more of a hard and grunge, really like interesting video when you add all these things together. Between the shooting style, the slow motion, the added VFX, it not only pushes the video itself, but you have to think about how she portrays herself as an artist. So what can you do to add to the artist's catalog and not just make this music video something for the song, but for their entire body of who they are as an artist? That was 100% my goal with this video, is to push forward her theme as an artist, and I think that's what we did here. So let me know in the comments below if there's a music video, film, or show that you'd like me to break down that someone else has done. If you'd like me to break down a little bit more of my own videos, maybe I'll have some BTS for you, and maybe I can bring a special guest on sometime that me and them can talk about the cinematography together and figure something out. But until next time, subscribe, hit the reminder button for me to post a little bit more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.